So you got your strap, whatever strap friendly thing you have. We're actually going to start with an arm warm up with it. So you start with it outer hip distance apart, quite wide actually. And if you have a buckle on the end of your strap, hold the buckle. That way you won't hit yourself or your furniture with it. And we're starting by just going up overhead, just like that, back and forth. And nice warm up with the arms. And what you'll find is when you get up to the top, there's a part that where you hit resistance, right? Right about there. So you have two options. One, you could bend your elbows and take your hands behind you, just like that, right? So I'm just bending my elbows and sliding the strap down behind my head. So keep pulling the strap apart. So we'll all do that first option. Try to avoid moving your head out of the way. So the point is to keep your head in the same place and pull the strap behind your head. Your elbows are a little bit forward, your shoulders are back, and I'm just pulling the strap apart with my hands and pulling it down behind my head. Okay, now option two, you can stay with option one if your shoulders feel vulnerable, like unstable or painful. Widen your hands a little bit and try to take your arms straight behind you so they look like that. Now this, then just play with that little range of motion right there. Keep trying to pull the strap apart. Again, if your shoulders are hypermobile or you've recently entered them, this is not your favorite exercise. So be judicious. I find that if you can pull the strap, and then we'll start working the full range of motion. If you pull the strap and you have the strap long enough, you can usually figure it out. What we want to avoid is this kind of thing where I'm like avoiding all the tightness in my shoulders by bending my elbows. Okay, so do try to work it, and you could just work against the little points of resistance where you feel the most fragile in the shoulder, right? So I could just work that top part right there. I could work the bottom part right there, just going back and forth past that point of instability, and then over. All right. And over time, you could try shortening your strap ever so slightly, make it a little more challenging. Okay, so that's the first part of the strap. Put your strap to the side nearby. And we're going to go into the Pilates series, but we're going to use the strap throughout, like instead of a magic circle. So it's like magic circle day, but it's strap day instead. Ready? Come to the front of your mat. Cross one foot in front of the other, one arm on top. Lower yourself with control all the way down to sit. And take your strap and hold it shoulder distance. You got, again, the belt buckle end if you have a buckle, and your arms are shoulder distance, palms facing away. Roll into the 100. Stretch your legs out on the high diagonal, and then pulling the strap apart, you pump your arms. So it gives you feedback. If we had a magic circle, we'd be pushing the circle together. But here, we have a strap and we're pulling it apart. What I like about this is by pulling the strap apart, you're pulling your shoulder blades onto your back. So you should be able to feel the shoulder blades coming toward each other. You're not pinching them out or doing anything unnatural. They're just sliding toward each other gently as you try to pull the strap apart, and you're pumping the strap. Palms are face down. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Anytime you add a prop, you have to pay special attention to your abdominal muscles so you don't just lose them at the expense of having fun with the prop. So you have to hold those abdominals in, hold the sides waist in. We're going to do one more here. Go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Legs down. Keep your strap just like you would if you had a circle. Arms go overhead and then curl up. And we're doing the roll up. And you can pull that strap apart to come up. And exhale, over. Inhale. So if you have a stretchy strap, it works just fine, right? It gives you enough resistance. Exhale, round it back. Inhale, arms come up, head comes up. Pull your abdominals back. Reach that strap toward your toes. And then exhale, round it back, back, back. Arms overhead. We'll do two more. Arms up, head up. Exhale, over. Inhale. Shoulder blades on the back. And last one, big full breath. Inhale up, exhale over. Inhale, round it back. And exhale all the way back. And then you have your strap right there for stretching. And again, now for this particular exercise, a stretchy strap isn't the best, but it works just fine. So we'll hook that right behind the toes where we have a lot of leverage. The left leg is long. Walk your left foot a little to the midline. Reach through your right heel, pulling down. So it's just hard to get a lot of resistance with a stretchy band, but you'll get some. I'll give you a little feedback on where that right leg is, the tension in the ankle. Relax your shoulders. And now, this is where a stretchy strap actually works great. We're going to point and flex the foot into the strap. So you point your toes and flex, and point and flex, and keep going, rolling through the foot. Your leg is holding still. We're just working the ankle. One more time. Good. And then turn your toes open to the right, cross your leg over to the left, holding onto the strap. Take your right arm off to the right. Let that whole right hip settle back into the ground. And then we're going to tick-tock left to right, holding the strap, keeping that tension. The pelvis holds still. The abdominals are holding everything still. Shoulders, mostly, shoulders are holding still. And back to center. And now we'll do our leg circle. So now I'll take the strap, put it to the side for the moment, and leg comes in, across the body, down, kick it up. Go across and kick. Hold your ribs down, kick. Hold your abdominals down so the low back is holding still. And kick it up, reverse. Go out to your right for 5 and kick, 4 and kick, 3, 2, and last 1. And place that leg down and take your left leg up. Hold on. And reaching your right leg long, sink your left hip into the earth, soften your shoulders. So I've got the strap right behind my toes. That gives me the most leverage on the foot. So we're working the flexibility of the arch of the ankle, the back of the knee. The left thigh bone drops back into the back of the pelvis. And then we'll do a little point and flex. Holding the leg still, I point my toes into the strap and flex. As I flex, I pull the strap. So I'm just working the back of that ankle, Achilles tendon, calf muscle, back and forth. Some people, the top of the foot's quite tight. So go ahead and get a full point, stretch open the top ankle, top of the foot, and last 1. Turn your toes open to the left, cross over to your right, just about as wide as your right shoulder. Hold on with your right hand, left arm off to the left, and we'll settle the pelvis back down. So my whole left leg, knee, and toes are just barely rotating to the left. External rotation. I'll keep that external rotation as I tick-tock left to right, just from shoulder to shoulder, trying to hold the pelvis still, hold the rib cage still. And then back to center. Put the strap to the side, hands to your side, and we'll do circles. Pull the leg in toward you, across the body, down, kick it up. Hold your pelvis still. Hold your front ribs still, but not by tensing up your neck and shoulders, not by doing anything funny with your foot. One more this direction, and off to your left, but by using your abdominal muscles to hold in, hug in, and hold that right leg still. And off to your left and out. And one more, kick it up. Good. Place that leg down. Okay, arms come up, head comes up. You're curling up to sit. Bring your strap with you. Okay, rolling like a ball with the strap. So you hug around your ankles, the crease of the front of the ankles, and you hold there. Instead of holding onto your ankles, it's a less stable position, and you're going to have to use more abdominals to do this. So I'm gripping quite hard with my hands on the straps and rock back and come back up. So you have to use a little more abdominal muscle to tame things because it's a less sure hold. Rock back up, and 2 more. Rock back, keep your chin tucking, right, so you're not throwing your head back, and back up and right there. Okay, now holding that strap, same distance you just had it, don't let go. Stretch your left leg out, right knee in. So we go into it just like we would with the magic circle. Just pulling the strap apart though, switch legs, right? So my hands pretty much stay there. My arms are at about a 45-degree angle, and I'm just doing the leg action of single leg stretch. Staying curled up through the head and chest, abdominals hugging in, and reach. Feet brush through the center, and I'm pulling that strap apart, keeping the shoulder blades on the back, curl up. With a stretchy strap, you may have to hold a little closer just because you can pull it further. So your hands are no wider than your shoulders. If anything, they're narrow shoulder distance apart. Yep, and reach and reach. So I'm just barely, my knees just barely fit between my hands. My palms are face down, and reach and hug the knees in and rest. Okay, double leg stretch. So I still haven't let go. I haven't shifted my grip at all on my strap. I'm going to slide it down a little bit down my shins, curl my head and chest up. So just like rolling like a ball, I'm going to use the strap to hug my shins in instead of my hands. Then inhale, reach long, pull that strap apart. Exhale, capture your shins. Inhale, reach. Exhale, capture your shins. So you're pivoting around that shoulder joint. Reach long and pivot back to your shins. Inhale, keep your head and chest up. Exhale, so the rib cage is not moving. Two more. Reach, my ribs stay up, and exhale. Inhale, that means my low back is on the mat right there. And exhale, rest. Okay, scissors, you'll have to let go of your strap, or if you're flexible enough, you can sneak it around the back of your legs there, right around your feet. Okay, otherwise, regrip here. Hands are just thigh distance apart, right? They're just barely on either side of my thigh. Curl your head and chest up, stretch your legs up to the sky. And we take the right, so you're holding on, right leg pushes into the strap and switch, left leg. So I'm pushing both legs. I would actually have to widen my hands a little bit here so that I push my thigh into the strap, push my thigh into the strap. You're doing a little isometric sit-up leg press. I'm keeping my legs straight, pull my low abdominals in and up, shoulders onto my back, curl up. Now, the nice thing about this is you have the resistance against your legs. You're not really getting to scissor very far. Oh, the elastic band lets you scissor more. But you're pushing in and curling my head and chest up nice and high, and enough. Rest. Okay, sneak that back through. Double leg lift. Oh, actually, you know what? Sorry, keep the strap on that side of the legs. Yep. Okay, so we're going to use that strap to really curl our head and chest up and keep our low back down. Curl up, legs up toward the ceiling. Reach your hands away from you and pull the strap apart. Now lower your legs, lower, 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 and back up. And then go lower, lower, lower. Reach your arms, reach, reach, reach. Pull that strap apart and come back up. And lower, lower, lower. Reach the strap away as you pull it apart from itself and back up. And reach. So you should get really deep into the abdominals right there and back up. We're going to do two more. Reach long through the legs, pull the abdominals in and up and back up. And one more. I'm reaching, pulling that strap apart and back up. And now do sneak the strap around and rest your head. Okay, crisscross. So remember, if we do this with a circle, how we're reaching from one side to the other. So it's the same idea here. I'm going to hold on to the buckle again. Keep your hands pretty close. And look, my forearm is going to touch my upper leg. I'm trying to get above my elbow. So if I could, I'd be reaching that high up. And same thing over here, above the elbow. Okay, but now we'll add in legs. So curl your head and chest up. Take your arms over to your right. Stretch your left leg long. And then switch. So I'm touching arm to leg each time. And I'm trying to hug up high enough to get my thigh above my elbow, up on my upper arm, every single time. And if I can manage, I'm also pulling that strap apart. This is a great version of crisscross. I find this one really gets deep into my abdominals. I'm pulling the strap apart. I'm trying to curl up, get up above that elbow each time, curl it up there, reach your opposite leg, and rest. Awesome. Okay. Rock yourself up to sit for spine stretch forward. Feet are mat distance apart, ankles flex, so it's about 2 feet apart. Hold on to your strap, inner shoulder distance. It's a little narrower than you might think. Palms face down. Pull your strap apart. Lift up nice and tall and round forward. And keep pulling your strap apart as you round and round back up. Shoulder blades on the back. And round, 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 and come back up, and we'll breathe. So you go inhale, sit tall, exhale, round into it. Inhale, sit tall, And exhale, rounding into it. Inhale, I'm lifting up through the sides of my waist. And exhale, last one, rounding, rounding, rounding. And then we're going to let go of the strap, open leg rocker, bring your legs up, hold on. You could do this with the strap. You could. It's a little more advanced to hold it behind the upper calves, palms face down. So I challenge you. That's entertainment for you. Go for it. And then rock back and back up. And I have to really control with my legs. Rock back and my abdominal muscles and back up to balance and rock back and back up. Maybe this is good for people who tend to let go every time they come up, right? So you can't let go of the strap. And one more time for fun, keep your elbows straight if you can, and back up, and then legs together. Well, now you really will let go of the strap and come onto your back, legs up to the sky for corkscrew, hands to your sides. Okay, so starting with the regular hips down corkscrew, we pull the legs in toward us, circle them around to the right and center, pull them in, circle around to the left and center. One more like that. So pull in, one more to each side, and circle. Pull in and left and circle. Now, that little bit of hip lift, lift the hips up, articulate back down, circle to your right. Lift the hips up through the center, articulate down, circle to your left. One more of those to each side. Lift the hips up, articulate down, circle right, lift up, back down, circle left, and back to center. Rock yourself up for the saw. Okay, so again, holding your strap. This is good upper back shoulder work. Hands are just inner shoulder distance apart, palms face down. I'm trying to pull that strap apart. Elbows straight and strong, so that will help translate it to your upper back. Top of the shoulders down. Turn to your right, reach out like you're taking your left pinky finger out past your pinky toe. Lift your guts up as you round over and back up. And turn. One of the things, if we don't have that back arm reaching back, we have to be more diligent about leaving the hips behind, so that both the hips are seated, not twisting, but also not folding at the crease of the hips. So I'm over to my right, lifting the waistline up, up, up as I bow forward and up and turn. And I'm pulling that strap apart, lifting the waistline up, up, up. So the big back opener and turn to your right. One more to this side, lifting up out of that hip, but the hips hold still and up and turn and lifting up, hips hold still and up and turn. Place your strap to the side and come over onto your stomach for the neck roll. Onto your forearms, palms face down. There are tricks here with the strap, but we're going to skip them for today, but because they involve creating a loop. And if you have an elastic strap, that doesn't work so well. So instead, we will imagine we have a strap, keeping our elbows narrow shoulder distance apart. Pelvis is pressed down. Lift the low abdominals in and up. Look to your right. Circle your chin down and around. Look to your left and back to center. Look left. Circle, look right and center. Look right. Circle, look left and center. One more time. Look left. Circle your chin down and around. Look right and center. Come all the way out. Now, do take your strap. Hold on to, again, the buckle so you don't hit yourself or things around you. Hands are going to go wide this time. So just like we were doing standing, the standing exercise we did with the arms flossing back and forth was a precursor to this. So I have my hands quite wide, palms face down, pull the strap apart, take the arms up behind you, lift your chest, hands right, hover right above your hips, your butt, and then come back to the front and lower down, forehead down, rest for a moment. And then we'll do that whole thing again, lifting up, arms go back, open the chest, come back to the front and rest your head. 2 more times, lifting up, pull that strap apart, legs are down and back down. And 1 more time, lift your low abdominals, tone your buttocks muscles, reach the legs away, and then come back down and rest your head. Okay. Put the strap off to the side for a moment. Come up onto your forearms. You can go knuckle to knuckle here if you like for single leg kick. The right heel kicks the hip. 1, 2, and left. Kick, kick, and right. Kick, kick. Drawing the low abdominals in and up, try to stabilize, top of the shoulders down, right? Nice and long through your neck, through the back of the skull. Try to find that spine length, tailbone to crown of head. And last one, and come down. Okay, take your strap, hold it behind you. Fists are going to come together, close together on that strap. So my palms are facing up, back of my hands are on my butt. Turn your left cheek onto the mat, heels toward each other, kick your hips. 1, 2, 3. Now lift up, pull that strap apart. Your hands are pretty close, but now you're trying to pull them apart, turn your head, and kick. 2, 3, lift up, pull that strap apart, shoulder blades together, and come down. Go kick. 2, 3, lift up, pull the strap apart, shoulder blades snug in, and down. Relax, kick. 2, 3, and lift up, and back down. Kick. 2, 3, and lift. And last one, go down, kick. 2, 3, and lift, and all the way down. Good. Okay, sitting back on your heels. We're going to turn ourselves around for the neck pull, facing the front. All right, now, this can be very fun with the strap. It's like the roll up. It makes it a little more accessible for people. So again, holding on, just shoulder distance apart. And it gives you some leverage in this case. So I've got this nice thing, like it's like a bar I'm going to hold on to. Inhale, sit tall, round it forward. Arms are out in front of you. Round it up. Sit tall, lean back like I'm holding on to my bar. Now hold on to your bar, round it back. And look, now I have this thing to hold on to. I can actually do the neck pull. Oh, that's because I'm not actually pulling my neck. But hey, why not? Round over. It teaches the basic spine mechanics, right? Round up, you're sitting tall. Hinge it back. Round it back. Look, you can go all the way down. And now pull that strap apart to come back up and round over. I love this because it makes you able to transition from the roll up to the neck pull. Hinge back. Round it back, articulate your spine, lengthening back up, and round over. Last time, round it up, hinge back, nice and tall, and round it back, back, and you're gonna land there on your back. Now do put your strap to the side, bend your knees, and we're coming ready for shoulder bridge. Feet are hip distance apart, press into your feet, fingertips long by your sides, arms are long, shoulders pressed down. If you can touch the back of your heels, go for it. Okay, lift your hips up and just hold there for a moment, pushing both feet into the ground. Knees are parallel, so oftentimes the knees want to wander away from each other. Keep hugging them in. Shins are vertical, so I'm not hugging in beyond vertical in the shins, but I want to push down into the center of my heels, push down into the front of the foot. And now shift your weight to your left, push that left leg down, the whole left leg, ground it, and then draw that right knee up and place it back down. Push into your right leg, the whole right leg, ground it, and draw your left knee up and place it back down. And then place your hips back down. So that was shoulder bridge. We're gonna take our legs up to the sky for a little jackknife practice. Here we go. Lift your hips up. Feet are trying to go overhead into like a plow position, but you're not touching the floor. They just go overhead and then toes up to the sky, lifting your hips, articulate back down. We'll just do that one more time, just like that, starting from vertical. Legs go overhead, lift your hips up, toes over your nose, and articulate back down. Now come up to sit, and we're going to add the spine twist for fun, because that's an advanced exercise we don't normally do, but why not? So feet are out in front of you together. One of the reasons it's an advanced exercise is just sitting with your legs together. That's sophisticated stuff. It's hard to do. You take your arms out to your sides. Hips don't move. Just turn to your right. 1, 2, and back to center. And turn. So you have to have that length through your spine. Arms are parallel to the ground. Right, so the top of the shoulders stay down and twist, twist. Yep, just like that. And go twist, twist, lengthening up through your crown of your head. One more time, twist, twist, and then we'll come on to our left side for side kicks. Left hip and shoulder. And we don't have any use for the strap in this case. Top hand can come across on the mat in front of you or could come to your hip. That's a nice intermediate variation. And then we take that top leg hip height, kick it forward and back. Go kick, kick, and back. You're looking straight forward with your gaze, so you're not tucking your chin. Find that line from tailbone to crown of head. I think it's hard to find on your side. It doesn't feel straight at all. It feels sort of wonky. One more, kick forward and back. And now heel over heel, point your toes up to the sky and reach long. Point up and reach. Point up and reach and point and reaching out of that hip joint one more time. Point up and reach long. Now hover right there, little circles. We go 1, reaching through the top leg as you circle. 4, 5, reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend that top knee over, hold on. So good hip stretch. Reach your top hip away, lift your bottom leg up, and it goes up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse your circles. 1. So straight leg, looking straight forward, and both legs together. Let's do grand rond de jambe, big circle. So that top arm in front, top leg comes up, and we circle it back for 1, 2. I'm trying to hold everything still. 3. Just nice big hip range of motion. 4. But still stability in the torso. And 5, reverse directions. 4, 5. 4, keep reaching out of that top hip. So I'm still trying to create space there. 3, 2, soft point, and 1. Good. And lifting both legs up, both arms in line with your ears. And we'll flip over to the second side, in this case, head to toe. And come on to your right hip, right shoulder, feet off the front edge of the mat. Top hip reaches away. I'm going to keep my top hand on my top hip for now. I could have it behind my head. I could have it in the front here. That's the most supportive position, but I'm going to have it on my hip, reaching that top hip away, hip height, and go kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick, trying not to lift your leg up behind you, right? So it's staying all on the same plane as the front, and it slides to the back without lifting. Go kick, kick, and reach, looking straight forward. See if you can find a line from tailbone to crown of head. Just building your awareness of that. One more, kick to the front and reach it back. And then go heel over heel, and we point the leg up to the sky and reach down. Point the toes up and reach it out. I'm still trying to keep my left hip reaching long out of that hip joint as I pull in and up through my abdominals to try to stabilize. Point up and reach. 2 more. Point and reach long, 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 long. And 1 more point and try to reach that leg long and hovering little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Top leg crosses over. Get a good hip stretch there. Lift your bottom leg up and it pulses up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little circles. Straight knee, let go of the top of your foot. The circles are coming from the thigh bone and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, leg over leg. Grand rond de jambe. Top arm is in front. Top leg comes up and we circle it behind us. Just making nice big circles with that leg for 2, 3, 4. So it's a trade-off, range of motion and stability. Reverse directions go around for 5, 4. Try to hold your waistline still. 3, 2, and 1. And resting the legs, lift both legs up, lift both arms up, roll onto your back for teaser. I'm going to go head to toe again so my head is in the same place. Okay, so use your strap. Good times with the strap here. Ready? Hook right behind your toes on both feet, holding on. My hands are about 4 to 6 inches away from my feet, but you'll see, you'll be able to slide your hands down the strap as you go. So my knees are drawn into my chest, my feet are flexed, my ankles are flexed, my feet are squared off. I'm not letting them collapse into the strap. So there's some action there on the feet, not pulling too hard. Okay, curl your head and chest up. push your legs away. This is where you're gonna have to slide your hands down the strap, come up to balance. Now, see, that is nice. So yes, 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 you've got a little something to hold on to. Open the chest. Now, draw your knees in, leave them there, articulate your spine back down, and come back up. Push your legs into your hands. Open your chest. And then draw the knees in. Leave your legs there in that tabletop as best you can. Articulate down. Your knees will come with you at the very end. And then curling up and reach out. Now, to make things more challenging, slide your hands down the straps toward the ends. Right, so now my elbows are bent a little bit because I'm going to leave my legs there, roll it down. Okay, now leave your legs there, articulate back up. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Okay, now can you lower your legs just a little bit, just a little, and articulate down from there? Nice to your low back, and then articulate back up. Ah, yes, okay, good. Excellent. Now, bend your knees in and take your hands behind you. Come onto your forearms, so put your strap to the side. Knees are hugging into your chest. We're going to keep working on these hip circles. So I'm going to really lift up out of the chest, draw my knees in, circle around to the right, to the left. Circle around to the right, circle around to the left, and kick. Yes, and then we go right and left and right and kick and left and right and left and kick. And one more set, right and left and right and kick. And come on down all the way around for swimming. Turn onto your stomach, facing the back. Legs and arms long, palms face down. Come to a low hover with the arms and legs. Lift those low abdominals up, nice and stable in the pelvis. Lift your left leg, right arm, and then the other way. And now we just kick the arms and legs like you're swimming for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit back on your heels. And we're going to do a plank. Let's do forearm plank today. So come out onto your forearms, palms face down, elbows narrow shoulder distance apart, and go ahead and lift your hips. So you have the option, of course, of having the hips up high here, right? But over time, you can start to lower the hips. Notice I didn't take my shoulders toward my wrist to do that. So I'm not leaning forward like that. I'm staying vertical in the upper arms, and I'm just lowering my hips by squeezing my butt, maybe walking my toes back a little bit if I need to. Lengthen, find that line from tailbone to crown of head. Relax your jaw and just hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Come down. All right. Excellent. Turn yourself around, facing the front. Let's continue with our little boomerang practice, just for fun. So this class is a little bit of an intermediate advanced class. Throwing some things in there to keep things interesting. So cross your right ankle over your left. Reach for your toe, so it's a little bit of a forward bend there, right? A little back stretch. Then hands by your sides. Lift your legs up. Rock just onto your back. This is all we're doing for this right now. And then switch your legs and rock yourself back up. See if you can balance there, arms up, and then land and reach for your feet. So we're skipping the behind the head part. And then hands by your sides. Lift your legs up. Roll onto your back. So your back is flat for right now. Switch your legs. Rock back up. See if you can balance for a moment there. It's like a teaser. Yep, and land and reach for your toes. And then one more time, sitting tall. Lift your legs up. Rock onto your back. Switch your legs, which I almost kept going back out of instinct there. And then rock up to sit. See if you can balance for a moment and then land and reach for your toes. So that's like a little beginner boomerang without the going behind your back and everything. Okay, seals, dive through, hold on, balance. We're gonna come up to stand after about 5 and turn around and do a set of push-ups. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, clapping, and go back. 2, 3. Come up, 2, 3, and back. 2, 3, and up. 2, 3, back. 2, 3, and up, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3, one more, you clap, 2, 3, go back, now undo your hands, cross your feet, come to stand, turn to face the back of the mat, arms up, and exhale over, and we'll walk the hands out, 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 coming into a plank. We're gonna do 5 push-ups, either with knees up or knees down. I'm sort of testing out the happiness of my shoulder right now, so we'll see. Elbows go straight by your sides for 1, 2. Yeah, I gotta put my knees down. 3. I wanna keep that shoulder totally pain-free to rehabilitate it. 4, and 5, which means a lot of times that means backing off to keep it pain-free, but still working out. Lift your knees, lift your hips up and back, walk your hands back, 1, 2, 3 and a half, and we come all the way up to stand. Big breath. Exhale, hands to your sides. Stand tall the rest of your day.